Well, good afternoon. Welcome to Ball Bucks and Beards. I'm Jimbo Blackwell alongside Adam Epps.
Dum dum da dum.
Oh, boy.
Dum dum da dum.
Oh, boy.
Dum dum
Chill.
dum dum.
Chill.
What an exciting time in your life right now.
It is an exciting time. It is. A little stressful.
Yeah, just a smidge.
Yeah.
Don't get to see Jim on the stress meter up very much besides the day we played the state championship game. I'd say out of 10, it was probably 11. It's borderline 11 these past few days. But, lots of things to get done.
Yeah.
Moving, ain't nobody, I wouldn't wish moving on the devil. It's the worst thing ever. I hate moving.
Yep.
And I've only done it like twice, and it's the worst experiences ever.
And we're building a house. And that's going.
Yeah, building a house. Have they got the slab poured?
No.
No chance. Yeah, it's too.
But they did bring in gravel yesterday and spread the
ready.
gravel.
So they got the plumbing done, the red and blue pipes sticking up.
There's no red and blue pipes. What's that?
That's the water.
Oh, we're going to need that.
You're going to need that.
Yeah. No. There is no red and blue pipes sticking up. There is white pipes sticking up everywhere.
Those are the drains.
Huh.
So are they going to have the water coming from the ceiling? God help us if there's a leak.
I do not know. All
right, yeah. A lot of things going.
Yeah, podcast 24, number 24.
24.
Yeah. Did you have 3 or 4 espressos this morning?
No,
or
but
something?
I worked out today. I'm all jacked up. Still got a little itchy face, pre-workout going on.
Did you, was
Skiles
in there?
Yeah, Jughead was in there, and he was, of course, he weighs about 150 more pounds than I do, so he's
And let me guess, he lifts 150 more pounds.
Yeah,
than you
he's
do
taunting me because I'm doing legs and I got something on the bar and I'm squatting it, and he comes up there and starts front squatting it, and then he overhead presses it one time. So then I go to the truck and I pull out the trophies and brought them inside and set them in front so he has to see the Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
And OFC
By the way,
champs.
congratulations.
Thank
OFC
you.
Coach of the Year. You got that last night.
Yep. It was a good time for Donovan. Lots of Donovan. I think we had 17 athletes and our coaches that are, all conference.
Yep.
And then we brought like 42 other people. So it was like 60 people from Donovan there. So
Yeah, it was at Clearwater in the
gym.
In the gym.
In the gym. It was packed.
What'd you have to eat?
Mexican.
Yeah,
And they had chips. They had chips on the tables with salsa. Little things of salsa. So we ran out pretty quick. And then Brad Haygood, he's like, I'm about to go over to that table and take their chips and salsa. I said, well, I'll go with you. So we went and robbed a few tables of their salsa and chips. Because it was a long wait on food because of the line. I mean, there's probably over 400 people there. So it takes a little bit to get everybody fed.
It was at the Holiday Inn last year, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. We ran that show, if you remember that.
Yes, we did.
I believe Jimmy was in a polo shirt. No, it was a pullover.
Yeah.
What am
Jimmy
I?
don't do.
What am
Jimmy,
I? What
Jimmy
am
don't
I
do
thinking?
polos. Jimmy don't do polos.
Can we get
Polos
up?
require you to have to tuck them in.
Yeah, not anymore. I wore a polo shirt last night and I didn't tuck it in. I think it's cool now.
Yeah, I seen the picture. I seen the picture, and my first thought is, what's he wearing?
What's wrong with it? What did I wear? You didn't even look. You haven't even looked.
You know those 2 words?
Gotcha. I knew you didn't even look.
I did too. I saw it on Facebook.
What color was the shirt?
Black.
Wrong.
Gray.
Wrong.
What color?
Green. Good Lord,
Okay.
are you colorblind?
Why? Can I ask you this? Why would you wear a green polo?
I don't
To
know.
the
You're
OFC
supposed
banquet.
to kind of dress up, so you don't just wear a Donovan polo shirt. You're supposed to kind of dress up a little bit.
Green. Yeah.
And I got roasted by the kids as soon as they seen me. It was like
For the green polo?
Yeah,
Well,
Ellie's like, I don't really like this. I was like, what? Maddie goes, look like you got that shirt at Marshall's.
I was at Marshall's yesterday.
And I'm pretty sure it is from Marshall's. Like, that's where sport folk got a shop for stuff.
Yeah. If Marshall's wants to
Can't afford no $900
If
prom
Marshalls
dress.
wants to sponsor us, for the free shout out we just gave them.
Yeah, by the way, we're about to go bankrupt on Ball Bucks and Beards. So if you want to sponsor the show, please reach out. Since we're talking in wardrobes, let's talk about the attire for the wedding. What am I? Because you've roped me into talking somehow at the wedding.
You're giving a little speech at the end.
That could be good.
Well,
that might be exciting.
If I give you this, you're done.
We don't want. Is there a microphone, or is it just shout it?
You'll have a microphone, I think.
Okay, good.
I think.
All right. So what's the attire?
I'm wearing dark jeans.
Okay. So jeans at a wedding. That's good.
Pam wouldn't let me wear these boots, so I've got a new pair of boots I've had for about 5 years, and I've worn them twice because these are the greatest boots ever.
Yeah, and they're wore in and comfortable.
Oh yeah. Boots and like a pullover, kind of a beige.
Would you call it nude?
No, I wouldn't call it nude. There's no such color as nude.
Oh yes, there is. There is a color called nude.
I'm fixing to Google that.
Don't do it. Don't Google that. Don't Google that, Jim.
There is not a color.
There is a color called nude.
So it's.
Is it like this color?
No,
we call that a cream.
It's a little darker than that. But anyway, button-up shirt,
I thought you said pullover.
No, button-up shirt, tucked in. Got to tuck it in. Yeah.
You're tucking it in?
Yeah, that's going to be bad. Yeah, that's.
Oh God.
I think I'm tucking it in. I'm not sure.
Okay, and what are you going to do with the hair? You going to do a little slick back with your hair, a little Jimmy Swaggart?
No, Jimmy Swaggart.
Slick back, as they say.
I'm going with the black hat.
Good God.
Yeah.
You're wearing a hat to get married in.
Yes.
What a trick.
Yes. That's a hat is part of me. That's who I am. When you get bald, which is going to happen pretty shortly, which is just right around the corner, you'll understand about a hat.
At a wedding.
By the way, look at me. Did you?
What?
Where did all your gray go? Are you using just for men?
No, I got a haircut.
I
don't use no just for men.
I don't know. Your gray's gone.
Don't make me get the pictures out. I'll pull a little Adolf pictures out. I got those.
So we've been busy. We had Keith Elliott.
So what am I supposed to wear to the wedding? We're not done talking about the wardrobe. What is everybody else supposed to wear? Because usually people kind of doll up.
Well, that's up to them, whatever they want to wear. It's kind of casual. It's outside by the river.
I don't know how to get there, by the way.
Well,
I know it's right at the Arkansas line.
You go to the Arkansas line, you take the first gravel on the right, and you can't miss it. It's right there.
Okay.
Yeah. And you wear what you want to wear.
Okay.
Just don't wear the green polo that you wore last night, please.
I think I'm going to wear that again.
Yeah, it's not.
It looks pretty good.
No.
They
I've
say
seen the pictures.
New thing, khaki and olive green, hunter green is good. It goes together.
Well, khaki goes with anything.
They say
you can wear khaki pants with any color shirt.
No, you can't.
Well, what color shirt can't you wear?
Like this one I got on right now.
Why?
Definitely the one you got on right now. It don't go.
I could wear the one I got on right now with khaki. It's gray goes with khaki. Khaki goes. That's why people have khaki pants.
You need to stop giving fashion advice.
Okay.
Immediately.
Yeah. Okay.
So just your jeans or whatever. All right. I just hope I don't say something that you regret.
Yeah, so do I. That was one of my last thoughts before I went to sleep last night. He is going to have a microphone. Oh, boy. Okay.
Well, it'll be boring if I behave. Everybody might want a little excitement.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. So we had Keith Elliott was here Monday.
Yep.
Gave us a resolution from the Missouri House. Jason Bean, a representative for Jason Bean, was here.
Yep. They gave a little words of encouragement as well. I thought that was pretty good.
Got a flag that was flown at the Capitol.
Yep. We got these little big plaque deals from both the House and the Senate. It's pretty cool.
Pretty neat.
And then we went to the city City Hall the next day, and they did a resolution. Got one from them. So
Yep. It was a proclamation.
Proclamation.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
Yeah.
A proclamation.
It's
So
just-
that was pretty cool.
Be prepared before you get on the show, would you?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that was cool. We appreciate that. And then let you talk about Hometown Pharmacy.
Well, first off, we're Orange State Championship rings. We've been
Yes.
talking about that. And,
Yeah.
I mean,
By
we're
the
going to
way-
wear them every day.
Yeah, every single day. By the way, still state champs.
That's right.
Still state champs.
I've been picking out where the banners are going to go, which, by the way, it's 7 foot wide.
So is it going to go on the right side down there on that?
I think unless we paint over some things,
Could we get?
I don't know how many people that would have, because we talked about that. It's like, can we just paint over that? Because Cagle was out there. He's like, we can just paint over it. And I was like, oh, we need to ask somebody.
Well, the 1983/84 student council did that. Now that's getting them around about my age, so half of them might not still be alive. Okay, so
I don't know. I ain't the one going to do that. But we might put it in the center and kind of like split it and put the picture that you want, like the life-size picture,
yeah,
and that like there, and then just move the Final Four ones over, and then we could put them conference ones wherever. You know?
well, if you put it in the center, is it going to be behind the goal?
Yeah.
Well, it'll block some of it.
I know. I don't know. I just think it needs to be in the it needs to be the focal point. We need to paint.
Oh, I
need
agree.
to paint. We need to.
Yeah, we need to paint over the object that's up there.
Yeah.
Hometown Pharmacy.
Hometown Pharmacy. So we're in state championship rings, and the guy tells us how much they cost, which was a substantial amount. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, well, maybe somebody's gonna pay for this. All right. So it's just like crickets. And so I was like, so I'm out peddling. I'm getting money here and there, and then I got a message from somebody said, hey, Hometown Pharmacy wants to give some on the rings. So I was like, okay, we got several that reached out and said they want to give some on the rings. So I'm texting them. I'm like, hey, I heard you wanted to give this, whatever. She's like, hey, can you call me? I was like, yeah. All right. So I called her, and she's like, we've got new owners. They are big-time athletic supporters.
Who did you talk to? McKenzie?
Yep.
Yep.
And they're from Mountain Grove, and they're big-time supporters up there of all their athletic programs. And they reached out after you guys won and said they want to help with the rings. Not only do they want to help, they want to buy all of the rings.
That's awesome.
And so I was just like, say that again. Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's this much right here. It's like, yep, that's what they want to do. They want to buy all of the rings. So I don't know. I would just been shell-shocked over that, and that's such a crazy blessing that somebody is willing to do that. I mean, and you want to start being a part of the community, what greater way to do that than to buy the state champs their rings? So if you're not shopping at Hometown Pharmacy, you need to be shopping at Hometown Pharmacy. That's where I go to get our pills at. Is that where you go to get your pills?
That's where I go to get my pills.
Are you texting right now?
I got a text because I got to get a haircut. This is from Pam.
Oh.
Her daughter,
This is important. Okay.
Jack's barbershop.
Gotcha.
So I got to get a haircut lined up, for the big day.
Yeah, all right, gotcha.
So just carry on.
So shout out to Hometown Pharmacy. Kenzie's really been great, and I went and met the owner the other day, and he's from Mountain Grove, and he got to talking that he knows Reed, and I was like, Reed? I mean, the first thing I thought was Jarvis, and I was like, it's like, and then it clicked. He goes, yeah, Brett Reed, and I said, oh yeah. I said, well, he's probably put a whooping on you guys a few times, and then he goes, actually, the first few years, we whooped that hind end. When my voice was there, we whooped that hind end. And I was like, well, I'll be glad to tell Brett that.
Would love to tell Brett that.
I like that because he was immediately started talking a little smack on that.
Oh, yeah. Well,
but he's a great guy. I went and met him, and we're just really grateful for Hometown Pharmacy and all they've done. It's like,
absolutely.
I mean, I'm never going to forget that as long as I'm alive. And so they got my business, and, they're great people anyway. So we really appreciate them, and I know all the girls do, and the community is, they're pretty excited about that too. Got put on Facebook, and it kind of boom, blew up on there as well.
The community's been really, really good to us.
Yes, they have.
Really good. So we got graduation going on.
Yep, graduation tomorrow. Please pray to God that it's outside because I hate it in the gym.
Yeah. It's
cramped up and there's no... Yeah. So graduation coming. Gonna miss them 3 goons. I don't know. I don't want to get into talking about it, but they're good kids and they're gonna do good.
They will be missed for sure.
Yep.
But they're gonna do big things.
Tell you what, I won't miss is getting absolutely roasted every day of my life about anything.
Yeah.
At all.
Somebody else will just take their place on that.
Yeah.
You know.
That's high school. You coach high school long enough, you just know you're just going to get bullied every day.
Yeah, especially by girls.
Every single day.
Because teenage girls are the
meanest
creatures on the planet.
Before, you never even think about what you're going to wear to school. You don't even think you just grab it with your eyes closed, put it on, go on. Now it's like, wait a minute.
Does this match?
Yeah. And then I say, Gabrielle, is this all right? She goes, no, they're going to roast you. Take that off. I said, oh, okay. Got it.
Oh. Have we had a podcast since the prom? This is the first one since the prom, isn't it?
No, we had one. No, I think we had it before the prom.
Yeah. So we had the last dance, April 26th prom.
Yep.
Donette prom.
It was awesome.
It was great.
Billy Yates and Nancy Yates came in very, very big and clutch for us. And we had Catherine Murphy and Natalie Smith.
Miranda Bates.
Really
Brian
doing
Bates.
that. Miranda helped me orchestrate everything. And she was kind of basically like the coordinator and help us get all the stuff. And Aaron and Chris Longo from 1808 really gave us a great deal on the food. I mean, really great deal on that. So it was great. The kids stayed the whole time, which usually at prom they stay there 5 minutes and they leave. Yeah. But they stayed until we made them get out and just danced the whole night long. And I had several of them. Of course, they don't come and tell me anything good, but they tell they tell other people that That's the coolest prom they've ever been to. I even had boys tell me that.
Really?
So
yeah, I think the boys had a good time too.
Yeah, they did. They're goons, but they had.
They're over there. The girls are out there dancing. The boys are over there.
Yeah, girls got a group dancing over here, and the boys got
doing
a group.
the bowling thing.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
So it was a good time. Food was good.
Great.
Lots of people came and showed up and helped set up, tear down.
They gave us a highlight video. Showed us a highlight video, which was pretty cool.
That was cool.
I'd like to have a copy of that.
Yeah. By the way, Kay Davis has got a vlog of the state championship. A vlog. Video.
I thought it was a blog.
No, that's a typing thing. A vlog is a video log
Oh.
of the thing. I have to watch it and approve it before they post it.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched it because it's 35 minutes long.
Really? Is it just?
It's
you
just
started.
Yep, from
Columbia?
the beginning. No, it's fire trucks.
Started as fire trucks.
Yep, and just I don't know. They said they watched it yesterday. There was like 3 or 4 of them in the office watching it. They was crying. Really? So I might not want to watch it. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I gotta approve that so they can post that on YouTube. So that's coming. Be looking for that.
Yep, that'd be good. Current events. We had the OFC softball played for the championship.
In the oddest OFC softball tournament in the history of the Ozark Foothills Conference. A delay in the top of the 8th with 2 outs, tie game, runner on first. We're batting, canceled, rain, and had to come back the next day to finish the game out.
Yeah.
Which it didn't go our way.
No, the bad guys won.
Yeah, bad guys won. But anyway, they had a great run to get there. They beat Neelyville, upset Neelyville. Ain't nobody beat Neelyville the whole year long, and they knocked them off.
Neelyville beat them twice, I think, already this spring.
Yep, and in the fall. Neelyville's the regular season champ, so anytime you knock off the 1 seed and get there, that's a good thing. You're not satisfied with that, obviously.
So you saw Mr. Brad Haygood last night.
Yeah, I got to.
You got to see Brad. What did he have
First
to say
off,
about that?
They come in, you could just kind of sense a little tension in the family as they're walking As they're walking in, Carson's soured up. We're late. It was like 6:02, but nothing had started yet. And anyway, we get to talking, and me and Gabrielle and Dilbeck and Emily and Rachel and Brad are at a table. And he gets to talking about what he likes to do in his spare time, which is play video games. He's talking about this game. It's called Red Dead Redemption. It's like a cowboy game, and you're like an outlaw.
Yeah.
He said, but you can go into the mountains and break horses and cook food, and you can do whatever you want. He goes, I got so excited about that game, I just couldn't wait to get home. And Rachel knows about it too. She goes, yeah, I had to, because the only time I get to talk to him, I'd have to sit in there while he's playing the video game. He got to going, and it's a grown man, just couldn't wait to get home to put his headset on and start playing video games. He goes, you can even take a bath. You can take a bath in the game. He goes, and then you hear a little knock on the door. Do you need help in there? He goes, and you can either accept or deny. Good Lord.
What kind of video games he playing?
That's what I said. He goes, there ain't really anything inappropriate in it. He said that.
It sounds a little inappropriate.
He goes, you'd like it. It's like, yeah, right up my alley.
Oh boy.
But anyway, it was a good time. I was laughing so hard over there. All the LOFC people, they're looking over there, and we're just rolling in the floor, cackling. It was a good time. Of course, we were the dead last ones to eat, so we had a lot of time to talk about that. Eating took about an hour and a half. The awards took about 7 minutes. So it was a good time, though.
We got baseball and track going on now.
Yep. Don's baseball, I believe. Wilburn is at the district seed meeting as we speak right now.
Really?
So he's
getting
that lined out. I think
that
there's
is a tough district.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you got Dexter, Notre Dame, Fredericktown, who won it last year, Kennett, who's been a juggernaut for a long time. I think they're a little down this year, but it don't
they're
matter.
down. They're down. It's different than everybody else is down.
Yeah, because, do you know their coach, Aaron New?
I do.
Yeah. He scares me to death.
And
they walk the line with that guy. When he coached girls, I was like, dang it.
Yeah.
They're going to be disciplined.
Yeah.
It's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
But anyway, so there's 5 teams in that district. It kicks off, I think, next Friday. They don't play till the 16th,
That's when we started last year's on Friday. Track, I think they
got districts. Yeah, some of them girls are going to miss the wedding because they got districts.
Yeah, that's okay.
We've had a slight travesty in track.
The javelin?
We've had a jav stolen or missed.
Who would steal a javelin?
Yeah, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
So it had to have been somebody has accidentally bagged it up, and they've told me that they've looked, because I went and contacted every AD after they sent like a big email out to everybody, hey, we're missing this, picture of it. And I went and texted all of them that I knew, and then emailed the ones I didn't know, and like, yeah, we're looking, we'll look. So probably what's going to happen is at districts, when all of them get out their javelins and start looking, they're going to
find it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But they've already, I think they had to go drive 5 hours to the factory and get another one. So that really stinks, because those things aren't cheap. Like $800 or something crazy like that. Yep. So, but anyway, got track going. We got several good athletes that are going to be competing for a chance to be all district and make it to state. I know Macy has been really, really close. Mm-hmm. She's got districts the past couple times, but she's been trying to get to state. I think she's good enough to be all state. And then you got Freedom with the javelin, and there's a few others that are really good at their events. So we'll see what happens.
Speaking of that, Macy, was it yesterday?
Yep. Macy signed her letter of intent with CMU, Central Methodist.
To run track. That's awesome.
So that's an exciting deal. I think she got a good amount of money to do that. So sometimes it's good to get out of Dodge.
Yep.
If you can get your education paid for
Absolutely.
by doing that, then more power to you.
Had a cheerleader.
Sky Hufford is signed with the Raiders. And then Keaton Wilcutt signed with Crowley's Ridge. So we had 3 kids signed in the past 2 days.
That's great. That is great.
Excited for their families and all of them. That's a big deal. Of course, it's going to get real for all those kids when they get there.
Yeah.
And
it's different.
You're going to find out if you love it or not.
Yeah. Because if you don't, it ain't no fun.
Yeah.
Because it's not. It's a job at that level. It really is.
But a lot of good things going.
And then Matt had some students. What that one first, and what was that, drones?
Drones. The 2 kids are, I can't remember. I think Zach Cook was one of them.
Braden Rideout?
Braden Rideout was the other. Yeah, they got first place, which you could go find. That's a new thing right now. Those 2 could probably find a job and can make more money in 1 year than we've made in 10.
Yeah.
Just because now they got
some people are using those
for deer recovery. That's the coolest thing I ever seen.
And some people are also using those.
Oh, you're talking about for
deer sightings.
Yes.
Which I'm sure is probably illegal.
Yeah, it should be illegal.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know if it is
right.
or not.
Well, I think it's right up there with,
Don't start on the corn.
It's right up there with.
Don't start on the corn.
All right, I won't.
Okay.
What else we got going?
Well, we got Cardinals won 5 in a row. You're still not on the bet? Okay.
Nobody cares.
Okay. You don't know anything about the Blues?
No.
The Blues. Oh, first of all, if you've never been to a hockey game,
or am going unless somebody buys the tickets and takes me, I'm never going.
If you go to one hockey game, you will be a hockey fan the rest of your life. It is the best sport to watch in person that there is. Yes.
I want to watch them fight.
You'll see some of that. The game we went to, we saw 3 or 4 fights.
Name me 4 players on the St. Louis Blues.
Keith Tkachuk.
What was that?
Jordan Tkachuk. Tkachuk.
That ain't right.
Yeah, it is.
All right. 1.
Jordan Bennington.
2.
That's it. That's all I know.
So, all right. So you ain't no hockey fan.
Should have Bo here.
Name the starting lineup for the Cardinals.
Third base is Nolan Arenado. Shortstop's Mason Wynn. Second base is either Nolan Gorman or Brendan Donovan.
Don't even know them.
First base is Wilson Contreras.
Never heard of him.
Behind the plate is usually Ivan Herrera. He's hurt. It's been Pedro Pajes.
Never heard.
DH,
Jordan Walker?
Right field. Center field.
Is he still batting his weight?
He's hitting 187, I believe.
So he's not batting his weight. He's about batting mine.
Center field's Victor Scott.
Yeah, I know him. Do I need to know him?
Yeah, he can run. He's real deal.
That sounds exciting.
Old-time Cardinal baseball.
Oh.
Stealing bases.
I like that.
Yeah. Left field is Lars Nootbaar.
Newt.
Yeah. So
who's the manager?
Ollie Marmol.
Is it the same guy from last year?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
he's not going to be there much longer.
Yeah, nobody cares. Not making playoffs, but they are going to next year.
They're 19-19 right now, only 4 games out of their division.
How do you lose 19 games?
It's pretty easy at that level. NBA playoffs, I don't even care.
Oh, that's the most exciting time to watch. They actually play. They play defense. It's physical. It's dirty.
The NBA is so different than the way it used to be.
Yeah, but the playoffs is like it used to be. I mean, they play. They play and they guard.
There's no mid-range. It's all threes.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about the mid-range.
Okay.
It's overrated, and we don't like them to shoot mid-range shots.
Well, I call mid-range in the lane.
Oh, well, that's...
No, I agree. A 17-foot jump shot is the stupidest shot in basketball.
Yeah, it's like a 3 with your foot on the line. It's the dumbest shot in basketball.
Yep.
Unless you are an absolute stud at it. And guess how many of those I've ever known? Not a lot. Mm-hmm. Michael Jordan dominated with the mid-range game.
Yes.
Kobe Bryant dominated with the mid-range game.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean,
Well, when I was
from
growing
my
up,
era.
when I was growing up, I'm telling you, there's a lot better shooters.
Yeah. They didn't have a 3-point line.
No 3-point line, but there were some players, a 15-footer was like a layup to them.
Yeah. Now, if you can do that and that's in your game.
Larry Legend.
Yeah. Which, by the way, his shot's the ugliest thing I ever seen.
It don't matter.
You remember the feet thing? I mean, you get not.
Yeah.
You probably don't get an argument. You know, this is 12.
Yeah.
You know what Larry's was? 9.
Yeah. Well,
I'm a 10. I was
Larry
thinking
Bird
10.
from
French Lick, Indiana.
nickname
Larry Legend.
the Hick from French Lick.
Oh, yeah.
Bobby Knight ran him off, by the way. He signed at Indiana.
No, he didn't. Either.
Yes, he did too. He attended school in Indiana for about 6 weeks. And Larry told Bobby no. So he went to Indiana State.
And
Finished second in the nation.
Yeah, lost
Got beat by Michigan
Irvin
State.
Magic Johnson.
Irvin Magic Johnson.
Anyway, you
I
need to
don't
watch
want
the
to talk about
playoffs.
the
You need to watch them. I don't want to talk about them, but you need to watch them.
I mean, LeBron makes me want to hurl.
Well, you don't got to worry about him because
he's
he
gone.
gone fishing.
He's gone. All right. State of the Donettes.
They're kind of tired.
Yep.
I'm kind of tired too.
Yep.
We're going to try to muster up the
Courage to play summer
courage
ball.
to play summer ball. Like,
Which, by the way, is right around the corner. In
Yeah.
fact,
I dropped a bomb on them yesterday. I was like, guys, I don't know if we can afford to go to Branson this year. And everybody just waits to go clank, bunk, and just got the death stare from, it's like,
that would be a godsend. Not that. That's.
well, we've got to buy our uniforms this year.
Yeah.
We got to pay for all that stuff from the state still, which we had that money, but still.
Have you approved? Have you?
I just ordered them already. They're ordered.
You have ordered them?
Yeah. And the boys. So I don't know how much of the bill we're going to have to eat, but probably will be a substantial amount.
I'm shocked that you ordered them so quickly because not that you drag your feet. You
gotta
don't drag your feet.
You got to get in
do not
that
drag
first
your feet,
bucket.
But you are a tad, shall we say,
I'm on top of my game,
picky?
son. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Just a tad.
Yeah.
I like things got to be a certain way,
Because you're OCD.
I don't know if I'm OCD.
Goes along with your ADHD.
I don't know if I'm that.
I'm pretty sure you're both.
Well, I think some things
the
got
word I
to
was
be the
looking
right
for-
way.
The word I was looking for was particular.
That's right.
Yeah.
Would you spell that?
PARTICULAR.
Good job.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can talk some hunting. Me and you, since we've been on the podcast,
We are
Me,
gonna
you,
have
and
to. We are going to have to rename the show to just Ball and Bucks.
yeah, leave the beards out
Yeah,
because we're
the
not
worst
gonna
turkey hunters.
Well-
First off, I don't know if we can say that because the one time we went and heard turkeys gobble, we probably should have shot.
That's too far.
Well, we had an opportunity.
Okay.
After that,
So we went with Bo. It was the Saturday of the prom.
yep.
And we worked at it. Crickets.
Yeah,
Not one
Not a
gobble.
nothing. And besides the Hoodow's was excited that morning.
Yeah. Yeah, they were responding well. And then my boy Brian Childers took me turkey hunting,
To the
Saturday.
Haven, the
Saturday.
wildlife refuge.
and we hardly didn't hear any birds. Heard just way off. But I got news for you. He's got one of those deals on his phone or whatever. Walked 9.1 miles.
Jim,
That's true. Ask him.
I don't believe it.
I didn't believe it either. I said, let me see that. There it was.
How many timeouts?
Well, it wasn't 9 miles straight. I mean, we stopped
Yeah.
quite a bunch.
Well, you ain't the quickest walker I've ever seen.
Well-
As Bo is giving us the old side eye as he was limping on one leg or whatever.
Yeah, Bo's like, today's the slowest I've ever walked.
Nothing. What great reflexes. You see?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. We got Jailbird in there waving at us.
Who is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, Bo says it's the slowest I've ever walked, guys. And, I've got sweat pouring off me. I'm trying to look for copperheads and running into
You are the scariest person a snake's ever been
No.
Because you're looking for them. Like, if I see one and get scared, that's one thing. But you're looking at them for every step in the woods. This is prime copperhead habitat.
Well, it was. Rocky Hillside. That's in the woods.
And by the way, would you respond to Bob Morrow's text, please?
I called Bob yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah. Now, I didn't respond to his text last night about the
Suits.
Yeah.
I couldn't know what he was talking about on the septic thing for a long time.
Well, he listened to the podcast, remember?
Yeah.
That's what he's talking
Slope your dookie.
Yeah, slope your dookie, yeah.
He just added, just don't slope it too much or it will run out the end of the pipe.
Yeah.
No, it said it would leave the toilet paper in the heavy matter.
Yeah, okay, yes. A heavy matter, yeah. Oh, boy.
Yes, I didn't know I was certified in science, did you? Grades 5 through 9, social studies, science.
I did not know that.
Yep.
I know you're...
By the great University of Southeast Missouri State University.
I know you're...
Back when they really taught teachers how to teach.
What do they call the test they take down at high school?
Praxis.
No. What you had to read for.
EOC.
EOC. I know you're the designated EOC reader.
Yeah, DH. I hate that.
Yeah.
Because one thing, you see me, sometimes I don't pronounce words real great.
Yeah, your vocabulary needs quite a bit of work.
I read a half of a book.
Your vocabulary does need a lot of work.
Easy. You're talking to a master's degree. I'm going to start putting that on my emails. You ever get an email from somebody?
Yeah, M.E.
Jimmy Blackwell. M.E. something another.
By the way,
blah,
I
blah.
have my master's degree
No, you
too.
don't.
I
Mr.
do
Cates
too.
has 2 of them.
No, he does not.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, boy.
I heard that one.
We're about done. Skate stories?
Let me think on it just a minute.
Well, we
You didn't have me be prepared today. I didn't. Oh, yeah, I got a story.
What is it?
It might get somebody in trouble, though. Yeah, I'm still going to tell it. So
Who's going to get in trouble?
Corn Hoolio.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
anyway, there's this teacher we have at school, and just to protect his to protect his identity, we will call him Corn Hoolio. So Corn Hoolio is I don't know if he has the best eyes on his class. So I'm in there with my class, and they're talking, and they're like, well, Corn Julio's not even watching his class, and they're out there just running all over the football field just like crazy people. And we're outside stretching. I was like, somebody needs to run in there and tell them there's a fight out there. So they started, said, wait a minute, let me get out on the field. So somebody ran in there and was shouting, and I was out on the football field, and all the other girls followed like they was out there watching it. And I got a couple of them boys to stop. And look, here come Corn Julio running out of the weight room, falling down and everything else. And he was really concerned. Like, he made it all the way out to the field, and he was like, it's a joke. This is a joke. It's a joke. Yeah.
I thought you were going to tell a different story. I thought you were going to tell the one.
Is that the Corn Julio sweat?
He got up and walked.
What is that?
Walked out the office, and I'm like, what is that?
He got a tail. Oh, boy got a tail.
What is that? Oh, boy. Okay.
Sorry, Corn Julio.
Yeah, well.
Some things is you just make yourself a target sometimes, son.
And the food he eats,
Yeah. You wouldn't feed it to your dog.
it smells like a.
Yeah, and by the way, quit throwing your food stink trash in the smallest trash can in my office, and then you've been throwing it in the bathroom trash can too, by the way.
Well,
Caught ya.
Where do you want me to throw it?
Out in the big one that gets changed. As I open that office door and just septic-y onions just hit me right in the nose.
Yeah, that's my.
And then you blamed it on Corn Hoolio.
My healthy eating.
Yeah.
That I'm doing right now. I don't have any stories.
You got to have something. Let's talk. I mean, got anything exciting about the wedding? You got any nerves? Got any nerves?
Oh, maybe a little bit.
A little bit of nerves?
Yeah.
Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared. No.
Well, you getting ready to move. You getting ready to move into town.
Yeah.
I knew, this is a critical juncture in your life. I mean, this is the last one, too, by the way.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. No, I'm good.
Okay. No stories or anything that you can tell, probably?
No, probably not.
Probably not. Well, I think it's going to be a big day, and I think everybody's excited about it. There'll be a few Donettes out there, I'm sure.
That'd be good.
A couple of them dragging in from project graduation. They said, don't say anything about what we look like. I said, oh, of course not. No,
Yeah, right.
Of course. No.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so anyway. Well, for Jimbo Blackwell, this is his last show as a bachelor. So for Jimbo Blackwell, I'm Adam Epps. This is Ball Bucks and Beards.
See ya.
Dum, dum, da, da.
Okay, turn it off. Turn it off.